All right, I'm about to tell y'all how much I made last week day trading. I don't have a microphone, so I hope you can hear me good. But here are the numbers. Now, first I'm gonna show you what I made in one day real quick, okay? And then I want to show you how it might not be like that the next day. So one day, which was Friday of last week, I had 100% win rate. I won all my trades. I only took 4 trades. I made $1,125. After commissions, that came out to $1,107. Now, you can't see my losing trades because I have none. But really, the reason I'm able to make money, even if I lose 50% of my trades, is because of my risk management. Let me turn this off.
Potential ETX on ES.
Risk management is everything. You got traders out there who could win 40% of their trades, but they're risking 1 to make 5. So even though they got a 40% win rate, they still are profitable because of their risk management. So if you're thinking about day trading, look into risk management over day trading, and then look into day trading, and then look into strategies. Risk management is everything in this game, y'all. Everything. So that was one day, right? So I'm going to show you what I did in 1 week, because it's not about what you're doing in one day. If you're not consistent, you can make $50,000 in one day and lose $100,000 the next day without good risk management. All right, so here's what I made for the week as a regular person who was just trying to replace his job income with trading income, okay? I'm not a millionaire trader. Don't got no Ferrari. I don't got no course. I'm just giving you a real perspective from a day trader's point of view who's trying to figure this thing out, okay? And I've been doing it for a long time. Losing, winning, losing, winning. I'm just now becoming consistent. You know what I'm saying? So let me put this into context for you. I have 5 accounts. 4 of them are prop firm accounts. They're all funded. Then I have 1 personal account. I use a copy trader most of the time. I use a copy trader. So what I make in my PAs, I make half of that in my personal account, all right? But I'm going to just give you the numbers for the PAs. I have TPT and I have Apex. So last week, we have a total profit of $5,000, $5,112. I lost $2,000 of that. So net, I made $3,062.50. Okay. It says my average trade was 7 minutes. My longest trade was 44 minutes. So on average, I trade about 2 hours a day. First 2 hours in, I try to make as much as I can, whether that be $500 or $700. And then I come back around 2, 3 o'clock to see what's going on, because you get them late trades later on in the day that's worth taking. So if I'm up 700 and I take one more trade for 300, I'm normally done. If I find a trade for 500 and then that makes my 700 1200, then I'm done for the day. That's a good day for me. That's a great day for me. If I lose $500 off the rip, I'm done. I'm not finna trade on tilt. Or what I'll do is I'll turn off my copy trader and I'll just trade 1 account or something like that. But so let's look at the numbers. So you see my risk reward, right? The P&L history, it says 312 was my biggest drawdown and 500 was my biggest winner. On average, 500. I hit my 500 and I'm to the next trade. That's 10 points for me. All I trade is 1 ES. So when I was blowing up my accounts, my biggest loser would be 1,000 and my biggest winner would be 500. So I was holding on to my losers and letting them run versus letting my winners run. Once I started letting my winners run and cutting my losers quick, that's when I started seeing some consistency in day trading. And I would never recommend this because it took me a long time just to make $3,000 a week. But you could do 3,000 times 5 if you're using a prop, and you could add those numbers up yourself. But it took a while, man. And if you look at my long-term account, because I have a long-term and I got a swing account, those accounts over time just steadily went up, Day trading for me has been up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And now we're just now starting to get a nice little trend upwards. And mind you, I've been knowing about trading for 10 years, but I was off and on with it. I kept stopping, I kept starting, kept going back to work because I would blow up my accounts, man, even my personal accounts. You know what I'm saying? I was blowing up personal accounts and evaluation accounts. So anyway, you can see in the numbers here, I have a 62% win rate. I normally go 1 for 1, but my stop and my TP is dynamic. So if I'm going 1 for 1 and I don't like what's going on, I'll lower my stop to probably break even, or I'll go from risking 1 for 1 to 1 for 2. And 9 times out of 10, by the end of my trade, I'm risking 1 for 2 or risking nothing to make 2. So I'll move it right to where I bought in at, like I did. You probably didn't see the video, but I'm going to post a video on how I move my stops. Okay, so now that it then double topped, now I'm going to move my stop to close to break even. The indicators I use Tanuki Trade, I use Quant Data, and then I know how to read the charts. So I use everything combined in order to get these results. So almost a 63% win rate, 34%, a losers, and I break even 2% of the time. Because when I move my stop, sometimes it comes back up and it gets me out of there. After commissions, I only made $2,905. So that's good. That's where I'm at right now. Eventually, I'm gonna raise my size once I get, I get a hold of my emotions. But when I raise my size, it seems like I start losing because I want to get out the trade earlier and I don't let it follow through. So it's difficult for me to raise my size right now because I feel the emotions when I raise my size. So right now, I'm gonna keep it at what it is, and I'm gonna just get more accounts. So instead of having 5 accounts, I'm gonna have 10. So that it'd be 3,000 times 10, and then I'm gonna get 20, and then so forth and so on. And then eventually I will have to raise my size because I plan on just trading my own money. After about 90 days of consistency, I'm gonna just trade my own money. You know what I'm saying? I need 90 days with a 60 or 70% win rate, and then I could then I'll up my size a little bit. So yeah, I let the winners run now. That's what changed me from being an inconsistent trader to right now, as of today, a consistent trader. And I got more discipline now, so I don't go on tilt as much. As you see, I took 4 trades. Man, I'll show you my other trades. My other days when I blew up, I took like 50 trades, man. 50 trades. So now I wait for the signal. Once I get it, I take it. If I don't get my entry, I just don't trade. And these are the numbers when I'm patient. When I'm impatient, I might do good 1 day, 2 days, and then I'll blow up. When I'm patient, these are the numbers. They're not the highest numbers, but this can replace my income, my work income. So I'm going to keep y'all posted, and I'm going to try to continue to stay consistent. But that's what I made, y'all. Hopefully you're doing the same. If not, doing a little better. If you got any questions, DM me. Ask me for the Discord. Check me out.